you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Modest start to our game. Couple yards on the first play. Here comes 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the pistol, Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. His first throw is an interception. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And the Dolphins take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. How quickly things can change, huh? From kickoff to now, already looking at an entirely different picture, Brock. They get the interception, and they're going to take over in perfect position to score our first points.
You know, we talk about scripting for offense all the time, but flip it around. That could not be a better script for this defense, not just to get a stop, but to take the ball away and now set your offense up for success.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Get set.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Tua off the play fake. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down.
Ready. Watson, Oscar.
3rd and long for him here. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
Hey, low.
Now Tagovailoa on 4th. This finds its target. That's Hill. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown. You come in as a significant underdog, Brocky, in somebody else's building. You know how essential it is to have a good start, and these guys did just that.
Yep, you're the weaker guy in the fight. You need to make your first shot count. Make them think about it. They've seized the momentum, really given themselves a fighting chance. Now they just got to do it consistently.
Sanders all set to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Now here he goes. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Pack to 60. Pack, go.
They go play action on 1st down. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Come on. Set. Bronco 80. Ready.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one's caught. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 1 quarter away so far. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and a yard.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
40.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And they help him out of bounds after a gain of close to 3, so 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, tongue of my law. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
20, TX. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Ice jam. Ice jam. Ready, set.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 25. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a second quarter lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 7. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. Gibson now to return. Good work so far. He's got room. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
On 1st down, Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
No touch.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Getting out to his left. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Dolphins get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
All right.
Chan, a first down carry. He's only able to manage 1 yard. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. Two and out from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You never, ever as an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
He gets it away, but nothing on that one. Oh, this is awful. Headed towards the sideline.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. On the draw, it's Barkley. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Toss play to Barkley. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up, and you can reset those downs.
At the 14-yard line.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here's Hurts. Rolling up, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Dolphins going to counter with a dime package here. Third down.
Set. 180.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Elliott connects there, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here, first and 10. They go play action with Tonga Vailoa. Escapes the pocket. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Miami.
That's good.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Here's Achane from the pistol. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
All right, here we go. Second down. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Back to the line they come. Second down.
Solo left Zion.
Tonga Vailoa now working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Good. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Shotgun snap now to Tonga Vailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
So the Dolphins readying for the punch. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Takes it in at the 26. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Set. On anyone, no,
Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. On the run, deep down the left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Great, set. Delta.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Over the middle and complete to Goddard. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Great, set. On anyone, Delta.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Great, set. Trimmer. Delta.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point.
Delta.
And they just get the play off. Escapes out to the left. He's going to keep it this time. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Delta, set. On anyone, Man. Delta.
He's back to throw. Headed out right. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete. So they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Delta, set. On anyone, Delta.
Desperation time here. Flushed out now to his left. He's running for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Great, set. On anyone, Delta, set.
And nothing was going to help him escape that. He gets hit for a loss. Second down coming up.
He was taken
Send a
down
pretty
behind
clear
the line of
message
scrimmage.
to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
33-yard line.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Throwing from the gun. Buying some time right. Took off with it again. And that will not be enough for a first down.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Good. 180.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles needing 4 points. Third and 4 coming up now.
Good, set. 180, 180. No touch.
The toss, running left side. It's Barkley. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right, just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented a big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
All right, down by 4. They got to have this one on 4th down.
Good, set. No touch.
Looking to throw it. Buying some time left. Pass complete to Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles have taken the lead late. Dallas Goddard, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hill now to return it. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
All right. 21G, 18.
Here he is to throw. Big gain downfield. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Setting up to pass. Completed over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Ready. Ready, T. What's it? 20, TX. Whoa. What?
Throwing now. Quick slant taken in by Waddle. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Need to keep this drive going. Here's 4th and inches.
Ready. All right, go ahead, go. Ready. Hey. Get on.
Now to throw. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
1st and goal, Miami.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal.
Ready, T. Hey. Solo left Zion. Out.
He'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
That is a DB's best friend's pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
They send a man in motion. Here's Tua again. Finds his back, Achane. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Clock is at 3 seconds, and we've got a timeout because 3 points is all that's needed to force that overtime frame. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Go ahead. Ready, T. Step. Hey, 21, TA. 21G.
One final shot here. And they win it. It's a touchdown. No time left. In position for one last shot at it, Brock, and they come through in a moment that required absolute perfection. They were indeed perfect, and it wins them this game.
Yeah, and my eyes certainly are on that offense and the celebration, but I'm also looking at that defense, Kate, because
You're looking live at the Link. Welcome, football fans, to Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Philadelphia Eagles.
to kick off for
The Eagles' Jake Elliott has it all teed up, and we're off from the city of brotherly love. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he takes it ahead for a 4-yard pickup there to begin our game.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Hey, easy, 63.
Now Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's completed right side. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. That one hits for 30. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Don't touch that. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Hurts setting up to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. Nice work there to cancel out the penalty and then some. That's 9 yards, 2nd and 6 coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Hurts throwing again. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Kickoff for Philadelphia.
Xavier Gibson now to return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bison. Ready.
I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
They'll go play action. Vacates quickly left side. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
It's a gain of
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
For Eagles.
Let's go now.
First down. First and 10 at the 48.
Throwing now off the play action. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. A strike for 23 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
First down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
19.
They go play action on first down. Rolling out to his left. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
10 more yards. 10 yards.
All right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches.
At the 19-yard line.
From the pistol, Hurts. Rolling left, buying some time. Now he takes it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. On first down, Hurts. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. On the move, headed right. And that's going to be a sack. He goes out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, in that situation, as hard as it is and everything flying around you, you just got to get rid of the ball. You got to know where you are. Not just wide receivers, but always got to know the boundary. Running backs and quarterbacks do. Looked like we saw a little bit of panic. Hits going out for the sack.
Completed left side to Smith. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Gain of 20. And an Eagles first down.
Go Silver, ready?
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Forced out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
10 more yards.
Offensive line fast.
At his 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. And dose of the hurry up here.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Silver.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
12 yards.
Working quickly here.
That's good for the Eagles.
63.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hurts on 1st down. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. Now he's hit, Hurts fumbles. And the Eagles get to it. Only a little bit of a run after he recovered the fumble, but their offense is going to be happy as they take over possession.
Man, that
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror-image matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles and themselves. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And able to get this out to the 25. At their own 25-yard line.
Great, set.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Room here to run. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They'll take that. 14 yards on play number 1. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. Look at the big man rumble. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kylan Granson, 56 yards. And the Eagles march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Eagles 7, Eagles nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Great, set.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
He was brought down by Zach.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6.
Great, set.
Barkley, toss play left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 41 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hurts will throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Eagles 7, Eagles 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Great. Set. Man.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Tackled by Jordan Davis.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley from 13 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Eagles 6. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down, Eagles.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To throw on second and 10. Hurts. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
45-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. To the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
First down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Back to throw again. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Makes it second.
Here's second and 10.
23-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, 73.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard. But now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for two here, he says.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Second down and 3. Looking to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
63.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Good. Set. All right, anyone, hey!
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Past the 20. 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 42 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
Trim. No touch it!
They'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
Eagles 24. Eagles 20. Jake Elliott to kick
Now
off
after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They juked him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. To Barkley on the check down. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, 32 yards.
And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Eagles 31, Eagles 20. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Things started a little slow for him as a runner, but he has really found a different gear here in this second half. He's been more aggressive, challenging the defense when he sees an opportunity, and now he has a 100-yard game to show for it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Andrew McCouga. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last says, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with. The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise, in the preseason, the regular season, or with a fantasy draft. Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with. The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And this will
work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Hey, middle.
Now Jackson on the move. That's caught. Derrick Henry. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Second down. Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Pistol give to Henry. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
A gain of 12. And the Raven first down.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. He'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Run the draw, and here's Henry. He'll push forward for about a yard. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
On for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Ravens are out to an early 3-0 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he will get into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown, Ravens.
It is certainly an ideal way to start a season, Mike. You get the ball first, you come out, you look sharp, you're in and out of the huddle, you're super efficient. Not only do you take the ball all the way down the field, but you come away with 6. And I know they sure hope that this is a sign of things to come, not only for this offense today, but as the rest of this season unfolds.
Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
Now Allen to throw on second down. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for a Bills first down.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Bills first down.
Play action now, and here's Allen. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
14 more yards.
That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Allen to throw again. This one caught at the 4. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Dawson Knox. Touchdown Buffalo. For Josh Allen, the reigning MVP of the NFL. First touchdown pass of this 2025 season.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. All even on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. 2nd and 10. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. As we are ready to get back underway. The pressure gets there, and down he goes, back inside the 20-yard line. Shaq Thompson taking him down for their first sack of this new campaign. On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. That'll be returnable from the 35. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. So, Greg, here are the Bills. What a year last year. 13-4, beat the Broncos and the Ravens in the playoffs. But once again, ran into Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. Anything that we can say is that one thing to get them to the big game this time?
Well, I mean, we'd probably start with they need Patrick Mahomes to retire. And, you know, but in all seriousness, Mike, I think when you look at Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, it's one of those things where they just happen to exist in a generationally great team in the Kansas City Chiefs and one of the greatest players we've seen in the last 25 years at quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. So they just need, as hard as it is, they just need to continue to chip away. Just continue to go. They can't make Kansas City the boogeyman because all of a sudden now that starts to get into your head. Continue to win the division, continue to get home playoff games, and if they keep knocking at the door, eventually they're going to get over that hump because Josh Allen and this roster, they are a Super Bowl contending team. They just got to find a way to get over the hump in the game that matters.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, Allen moving outside the pocket. He'll run again. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. So we reach 2-minute warning here in the opener. And this offense in the red zone, if you will. Only fitting to check in with Scott Hansen and find out what's coming up at halftime. Scott.
I see what you did there, Mike. Thank you. And coming up at the half, the debut of the brand new halftime show. Scores and highlights from around the NFL. That's all coming up in 2 minutes.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark them short. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll go with the sneak. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Out to his right, and he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Room to run past the 15. He's to the 35. Look at him go. Inside the 10. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 98 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. The 5 straight division titles. It's hard to see who can knock them off that perch right now.
Yeah, and I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that...
Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And his offense is going to be all set up with... To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. That is Malachi Starks, the rookie safety, drafted in the 1st round. Gets in for the sack. Throwing on 2nd down. It's out. What teamwork, the receiver coming back for the completion. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Escaping to his left. Off he goes. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. Here's Allen to throw. Moving left. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. From a little further back, here's second and goal. To the air is Allen. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by their rookie linebacker. It is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They move to 1-0, getting the victory.
Please welcome your defending NFC East champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
On the sideline, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. A moment he will remember forever. His first game as a head coach in the National Football League. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games, but he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. With it is Jackson. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He didn't expect this year to be any different.
And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This will be caught by Brown.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. Hurts fumbles it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Shifts past him, gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Now Brian Schottenheimer not happy on the sideline, and he's going to throw the red challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Let's go. Trimmer.
Throwing is Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. We're scoreless after 1.
It's 2nd and inches.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. The toss out to Barkley. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They'll run wide side here with Barkley. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. They'll try and do this himself. It'll be a 16-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, In 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
For the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Shifts by him. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Prescott to throw it. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Now he's free at the 35. George Pickens. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one who goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows what.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing, Prescott. Under pressure, and they get to him again. Jordan Davis in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Drops it to Blue. Complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's 3rd and 7. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Xavier Gibson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. That one downfield for Dotson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. So all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
This one complete down the field to Goudry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goudry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
10 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. First down and goal.
He'll drop to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
17. Cowboys 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. Heavy set out there on third and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Cowboys.
Here's Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 23-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
And the Cowboys first down.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Reed Blankenship delivering the hit.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Prescott from the gun. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Great, set.
Barkley, toss play left. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Great, set.
They'll go to Barkley again. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, fourth quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Hey, let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Great, set.
Barkley inside handoff. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On
3rd down, Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Cowboys 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Dak and the Cowboys down 24-17. A minute 12 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Yeah, there we go.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Now Dak. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jordan Davis in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Here's Dak. That's caught by Tolbert. Still going inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Here we go. First and goal.
Yeah, here we go.
Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. And it is caught. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16.
Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 9-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
That is caught. Touchdown. They strike first here in overtime. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they will take a 7-point lead.
For the Cowboys.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Marquise Bell. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Well,
for some football, and hope you are too. Welcome to East Rutherford, New Jersey, everybody, and MetLife Stadium.
Matt Prater sets their kickoff.
Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And away we go from East Rutherford. Khalil Herbert on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. Leading them out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
While his 4-2 record wasn't good enough to keep the starting job in Pittsburgh over Russell Wilson, that performance was enough to show the rest of the NFL there's still potential in him to go lead a franchise.
And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. And that's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Don't jump. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Fields. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season. And we'll look at the opportunity they've now got at the very start of this game, Brock, all thanks to the interception on that opening possession.
Yeah, they love to say that a running game is a quarterback's best friend, but right next to that bestie is a defense that can take the ball away for you.
First tone of the game for James Cook. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Allen looking to throw. Getting out to his left. He takes it himself. Oh, Allen loses it. And that goes out through the end zone. So a costly turnover, a would-be touchdown. Going to be a touchback instead. Ball coming out to the 20.
You want to talk about a heartbreaker? That is 6 points they just watched bounce out of the end zone. You know, that could be...
Well, Sean McDermott didn't like that call. We can tell. He's got the challenge flag out. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. They start to drive with Hall. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
Here we go. We're good.
Fields on first down. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
We give on second to Hall. And he's going to get him 7 there. It's third down coming up.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. He's running for it. And Fields slides down safely as he picks up the first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide of practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here we go. 19 instructions.
On first down, here comes Hall. And he gets him around 6 there. For Davius White there on the stop.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
And does get to him. Down he goes. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the Bills' 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away.
Here we go. Hurry up.
Running back sent in motion. Fields now, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And this one doesn't go far. So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. And the kick by Folk is good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
Okay, I like to call that whole situation right there complimentary football. The defense, they take the ball away. The offense, well, they possess it and drive it a good chunk down the field. And ultimately, well, your kicker delivers the field goal.
And the This will give them some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. Here comes the Bills offense for their second drive of the game. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play.
46-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So we're through one quarter of this AFC East contest. The Jets with an early lead. More from MetLife coming right up. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he's throwing deep. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
That's good for Bills. First down.
From the red zone on 1st. Escapes out to the left. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a second quarter lead. Josh Allen the touchdown. Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Bills take a 4-point lead.
Jets 3. Matt Prater set to kick off.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. First down throw for Fields. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37.
Hall running between the tackles. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, son.
At the 36-yard line.
330.
Fields throwing here. Hits him on the out route. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He's out right along the line, so no gain.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Fields on 3rd. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out.
24 yards.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
First down. First and 10.
Kick the running back in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Hits it through the middle. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down.
And they take this in for the score. The Jets take a second quarter lead. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Going after by Folk is up and good. And the Jets push their lead to 3.
Jets 10. Bills 7.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's White on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bills set to take over offensively. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half Well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First and 10, here's Allen. Ooh, almost a throw to cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Second down, Allen throwing again. That one's cut on the left sideline. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Coming to the line for another first and 10. To the air again, Allen. Flush down out to his left. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get some late points and the lead. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Bills take a 4-point lead.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around.
Green 19, judge what?
First and 10. Here's Fields. The Bills get to him. He's brought down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Brings up second and 18 at the 16-yard line.
Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. It's his running back. Pushing it up past the 30. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
On the keeper, here's Fields. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Down the field. He's got Wilson. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
It's now second and 19 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Looking to throw Fields. Chased out to his right. And just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. This is Nick Folk on for the Jets field goal. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Pressure mid, and it's blocked. Live ball picked up inside the 25.
Offside. Defense.
Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash.
Defense.
Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. Charging down the middle, and they block it! And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. Pressure mid, and it's blocked. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down.
Encroachment, defense.
Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. Charging down the middle, and they block it! And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. Oh, no, bad snap. The football's out. And the kick by Folk is good. The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. So less than a field. And with no halftime report this week, it seems, we're going to get right back to the field for the start of quarter number 3. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's White on the return. This makes it up to the 25. So to begin the third, it's going to be the Buffalo offense we see first. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. On first down, Allen. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Okay, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
He's taking a shot down the side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got first and 10 inside the red zone. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Another one for Cook. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it first and goal.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Bills first down. First and goal.
They're going to try with the wideout. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
I really do like that call. Knowing you still got another down to work with coming up, good change of pace. And that defense now, got to be honest, you don't know who's going to touch it where.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. He's hitting for them backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring it
in, touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills grow the lead coming out of halftime. Prater adds the PAT. And the Bills grow their lead to 8.
Bills 21, Jets 13. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's Herbert on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First and 10 now from the 30. He'll start this one out with Hall. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Hall once more. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Gives him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Complete to Brees Hall. Take him down back at the 23-yard line.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Three-quarters in the books from this one. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. 3rd down here, need 8 on the play.
Here we go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gets him. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Nick Folk. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Kicked well, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
White gets popped, and it's loose. And they steal it back on the return. And New York is making a house call. Touchdown! The Jets take a 4th quarter lead.
Well, if this winds up holding as your game winner, and I almost hope it does. I don't know if I should say that. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. But I just love what it illustrates, the want-to from this defense to go and finish. Anytime, anywhere, anyone. You don't know when that big play's coming, but you got to deliver, and they just did.
Fields looking to throw this. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Really seemed like they were trying to get as much momentum as possible out of that series of events, didn't it? Big play like a fumble return, Brock. They wanted to add another big moment with that 2-point try.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, even if they did fail. Kind of like a big play we see all the time, right? The offense will get right back to the line. Don't let that defense breathe. I don't mind it, even if the execution wasn't there.
Allen now on 1st down. Rolling left, buying some time. Has it downfield, working the left. And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. So not just the yardage, Brock, but the illegal forward pass also cost them the down. It's 2nd and long. He tucks it and takes off. And the defense gets the stop to deny that 1st down. It's still a very good gain. They picked up 12, 3rd and short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Allen throw on 3rd and 1. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Buying some time left. Now he takes it. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Looking to throw. He finds Holmes working downfield. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Bills.
Now it's Cook. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Bills trail by just 1.
Seven at the Jets' 25-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. Allen setting up to throw. Throw caught at the 6. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Well, we have seen the value of a big, physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
The Jets take their first time out. It's second and goal.
Second and goal. At the 5-yard line.
Gets it again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second.
Third and goal.
5th DB out there now. Big rep for this defense on third and goal. Again, it's Cook. And maybe should have been thinking past their partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be fourth and... Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. Defender gets a piece, but it's still caught. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills jump in front late. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead. That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
Here's Thomas on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Jets out to begin another drive. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here.
Here he goes.
Here he is to throw. Now here he goes. And he'll get it up to the 27. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
A gain of 4.
And they get up there and clock the ball. A little over 50 seconds now remaining. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now to throw. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Jets, first down.
And we're down now to 35 seconds as he spikes it. Nearing the last half minute of play. Now 2nd and 10. Setting up to pass. Pass it in close. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
That's good for the Jets.
And he gets it spiked. 20 seconds left to play. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
Here we go. Turbo's left.
He'll look to throw it. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
A loss of 6 yards.
And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
All right.
And he's going to spike it with an even 10 seconds left. Their hand is forced here. They've got to get this. They're down 5. Desperation time here. He finds it beyond the marker. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First down.
Here we go, son.
1st and 10.
Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And there was no...
One of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from Kansas City. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only to get them in the end zone a handful of times.
He gets free. And he will throw all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will race out to a quick 7-0 edge.
Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Jackson now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
As you watch the tape from last week, it really just came down to decision-making. Just too often he made the wrong throw, the wrong read, the wrong decision, and ended up costing his team pretty heavily. So it gets back to the basics. Just trust your eyes. Take what the defense is giving you. You don't have to force things. As the game goes on, those opportunities to attack, they'll present themselves.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Hurts flushed to his left. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. John Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you. Let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And he's out of bounds all the way into enemy territory, past midfield. They go play action with Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Gain of 14 yards.
Yellow.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Mahomes quickly out to right. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the Eagles' 27-yard line.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
I don't need to.
Motion man is Rice. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. To the goal line and in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign. Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Jackson now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. When you play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that called in the rule? You don't want one loss to turn into two, one bad play to turn into two. The best teams in this league now, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to...
Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquill. The Eagles will use their first timeout here. And the this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They get the job done here at home